In this NVDA trade, I've got two options expiring next week, and I feel very differently about each one. I'm short a $175 cash secured put and a $180 covered call. If the $180 call is assigned, that's actually part of the plan. It locks in profits and finishes a position I intentionally set up for assignment. I made a full video about that last week, and I'll link it at the end. The $175 put is different. I'm not looking to be assigned there, but I'm also not worried about it. If it goes in the money, I can almost certainly roll it, and if assignment happens anyway, it's at a price that I've already decided that I'm fine with. So today isn't about predicting where NVIDIA goes next. It's about deciding whether I want to add a small booster, selling a far out of the money call to bring in extra cash while this trade plays out. Some people call that picking up pennies in front of a steamroller, but I call it getting paid for risks that I have already chosen. Let me show you how I think it through. With NVIDIA trading at 187.72, the $175 cash secured put, which is expiring in 7 days, is well out of the money. And this $180 call is set up for assignment exactly as planned. Since I have 260 shares, I can sell another covered call. Let's take a look and see what's available at 205 or 210 in the next couple of weeks. Going out 1 week, I could sell a covered call with a strike price of 205 for $12. Going out to February 6th, which is 14 days from now, the $205 covered call would bring me $62, and the 210 would bring me $28. That is a non-negligible booster, but not really as much as I would be hoping for. So let's take a look at February 13th and 20th. February 13th, the income would be 126 or 69. And if I went all the way out to February 20th, I could bring in $188 with the 205 strike or $115 with the 210. I really don't want to go out 28 days with this contract. The $205 strike expiring in 14 days on February 6th has a less than 10% chance of going in the money. And assignment at 205 would not be a crisis for this position. It would just lock in some gains. So an extra $63 booster to this position seems like a reasonable risk to take. So I'm going to go for that one. I place the order with a limit of 63 cents a share. I can expect $62.34 credit. It filled at 64 cents a share. I'll go back and put it on the trade log. The current share price of $187.75 is almost exactly where it was last week on January 16th when I sold the cash secured put. This line here that's highlighted bright yellow is a hypothetical assignment to sell 100 shares at 180, and that is a planned outcome. So I'm going to move it down below today's trade. That does mean these numbers will change, so I'm going to go ahead and delete them. I'm going to sum up everything I've done so far since I opened this position on August 1st, 2025. At this point, my total expense is $38,667.55. I'm going to divide that by the 260 shares that I currently own. The net liquidating value of the entire position is $47,748. My current profit on the position, meaning if I took everything back to cash right now, is just over $9,000. Some of that is locked in gain from the options premiums, and some of that is unrealized gain from the increase in the share price. Next week on Friday, January 30th, my plan is to accept assignment to sell 100 shares at 180. When that happens, I'll recover $18,000 of my investment, and rather than 260 shares, I'll have 160 shares in the account, bringing my average investment per share down to less than $130. So far, everything is working as planned, and we will check back in on Friday, January 30th for this cash secured put and this covered call, and then on February 6th to talk about the $205 covered call that I just sold.